So hello everyone, and in this video we will dive today into the world of civil engineering, technology and everything in between. So students requested me, actually this is very basic and very preliminary sort of topic. So let us start. So this is based upon building materials, cement, timber. Nowadays timber is not in use. Very rarely you will find the use of timber somewhere. Concrete, mortar. Properties of concrete, proportioning of concrete, elements of building construction, compaction and curing. Actually this is the syllabus of the subject basic civil engineering and mechanics, so I am just trying to cover it. So in this, first is construction. This is bricks, construction stones. So construction stones can be categorized. Most commonly found stones are granite, limestone, slate, and each type of stone has different characteristics. Basic property of the construction stone which one should know before use is water absorption and its durability, aesthetic appeal. Nowadays bricks are generally used in villages. Nowadays also the uses of bricks in construction has increased drastically, and basically bricks are categorized into various types. Nowadays decorative types of bricks are also there, and bricks are used for pavements, for decorative elements, and building walls construction. Everyone knows bricks are used. So this is the basic use of bricks. Cement, as you all know, cement is a binding material in building construction, and one has to carry various laboratory tests. Important tests are initial and final setting time, compressive strength of cement, durability aspect, study of the cement, consistency of the cement. So before use, fineness of cement, these tests are to be carried out to determine the qualities of cement. Lime. Before cement, you can say 3-4 decades earlier, lime was usually used in building construction, and the reason lime exhibits the properties like cement, such as plasticity, ability to set, and so In earlier days, lime was popularly used for building construction. Not only for building construction, but for industrial applications also, lime was used. Lime includes quicklime, hydrated lime, hydraulic lime, etc. etc. One more building material is timber. Timber properties include strength, durability, and it is no doubt suitable for various applications. But nowadays, uses of timber are very much restricted. They are used for flooring, cabinetry, or furniture making only. Concrete and mortar. Concrete primarily consists of cement, sand, gravels, we may call it as aggregates, water, and sometimes additives are added in concrete to enhance the properties of concrete for better use. On the other hand, mortar is made up of cement, lime, sand, and water. In mortar, coarse aggregates are not used. So this is the basic difference between the concrete and mortar. Then one of the important property of concrete is workability. Workability means the tendency of concrete, the ability of concrete to flow, to set properly. And this property, workability, is influenced by various parameters such as water to cement ratio, types of aggregates, temperature, nature of admixture, dose of admixture, and so on. Workability is very important property of concrete. Compressive strength of concrete predicts, this is also the important property of concrete, and it predicts the strength of the concrete. Cube of 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters are prepared. Even sometimes cylinder tests are also conducted. In that case, cylindrical cubes are cylindrical size concrete mounds are there, and the concrete is casted in cylindrical shape and then it is tested. In India, mostly cubical size concrete is tested, 15 by 15 by 15 centimeter, and after 28 days of curing, it is tested under the compression testing machine, and then based upon the reading we judge the strength of the concrete. So this way the compressive strength plays essential role, and it is very important test of concrete. One of the important test of concrete is flexural strength. Beam is prepared with specific dimension, and this flexible strength then evaluates the material ability to resist deformation under bending forces. Actually, the beam is constructed and then some load is applied on the beam, and then the beam bends. So such types of bending moments are developed, and to evaluate the material's ability to resist such types of bending, this flexible strength test is carried out. This property is very essential in design aspects such as slabs, beams or structural elements where heavy loading is expected. Then for the preparation of good concrete, as I have explained you, cement, sand, aggregate, water is required. It is to be mixed. But there should be proper proportioning. To achieve the desired strength and durability, there should be a proper ratio of the mix of materials. And if the proportioning is done properly, then the expected strength of concrete is improved. And we can expect good quality concrete if proper proportioning and proper water cement ratio is done. Workmanship is done properly, then good quality concrete can be prepared. While mixing, the mixers are used. If we want to prepare good quality concrete, then we have to mix cements and aggregate. So in that we have to use mixer also we can use, or there are various sizes of mixers. For a small quantity of concrete, generally labor used to mix by hand. So various necessary tools are there: mixers, shovels, buckets for concrete preparation. After concreting, the most important factor is compaction and curing. Before starting the construction work, or before starting the concreting work, wherever we are constructing or we are laying off the concrete, proper compaction should be there. Compaction is nothing but with the application of the load, expulsion of air from the voids is compaction. There are various methods of compaction: static, dynamic, vibratory, in various types of soils. And these compaction techniques are used for better compaction, and after that the concrete structure is laid down. Then once the concrete structure or concreting is done, then curing is to be carried out. This curing duration actually based upon various environmental conditions, but it lasts for few days to at least 4 weeks. There are various common curing methods: water is sprayed, or membrane curing, steam curing. In steam curing, steam is provided. In membrane curing, some material is applied over the structure in such a way that means the hydration reaction will take place, but energy will not be emitted from that beam. In water curing, by spraying or by using gunny bags, that is, sometimes chemical curing is also used. In dry arid regions, salt is introduced in the concrete. It is hygroscopic in nature, it will absorb moisture, and curing will be carried out where there is a less quantity of water. So there are various types of curing methods, but curing is essential. Without curing, it is not possible for the concrete to set. Then the basic elements of building construction: one is foundation. Then after foundation, there are various floors To have access to various floors, there are staircases. So in this I have tried very basic preliminary information to share with you all, that building materials, few tests and few building components, staircase, foundation, floors, etc. So I hope this video is for students. Students will enjoy this video, and whosoever is interested, please mail me. I can provide the presentation also with whatever I have discussed in my video. I can give presentation also, no issues at all. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you very much.